Me did the chua, and maybe I'm discovered for you, Pacuma Busia for Ghana. No, me used to tap send. Tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Eye easy, convenient, fast, and sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover ye mapim. Tap send. Intienne, also download the tap send app no ever mobile phone so free. Na first ka komo abusuya for Ghana fa na nyina. Tap send. Papa no.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Sugar level, check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Have will feature one of Ghana's popular comedians. His name is Romanus. Now you just watched the video that our producers just gave us. Yeah, life goes on. I was expecting him to do a follow-up on that, and I don't know what happened. Maybe some girl is deceiving him or something like that. He says he's doing gospel. I'm so sorry, Lighthouse no going to give me. Say, now just is a
shut up. Shut up, Sammy.
Where shut up, Sammy means what?
Sammy, shut up.
Indeed, Sammy flex.
Yes, but I was here. They don't say we're from shut up. Shut up, say we do. Shut up, Sammy. Oh, Sammy, too. Hey, Sammy flex everywhere. Also TV, Sammy flex. Also Facebook, Sammy flex. YouTube, Sammy flex. Sammy flex is TV station. Sammy flex. Hey, JB, I know Sammy flex water. Oh, them. Oh, they're free. And then I've learned a lot from you. Oh yeah, I've learned.
What have you learned? Tell me one of them.
I've learned tell me too I can be shatter. Hey. Oh, Sammy,
be serious. But how is life though? How is life?
Oh, Namiado, life is okay.
And how is comedy in Ghana?
I think the results are clear.
Okay.
People are now, following us. People are supporting us. I mean, last year, getting to the latter part of the year, I mean, most of the comedians, Lexi, Obi, and myself, and a few other DKB put up their own shows. And I mean, the turnout was enough to say Ghanaians have embraced us and they are willing to support us.
What has changed? Time being a Genesis sign because we knew the story. Ghanaian comedians were not funny.
Hey. You know what was funny about that statement? They said there were no comedians in Ghana. And then that same time they said Ghanaian comedians are not funny. So who were the comedians? But I mean, I don't know where to say it started from. I think we the comedians also decided to speak out and actually meet up to Obi Obeka say you're not funny. No, ask the person why and what is the reason for him saying that. And most of the people were saying it as a result of say what is Obika. I think I heard someone say Saka's a loud mouth. And that was the problem. Most of the loudmouths had not even witnessed our shows, but then they were also saying it from grapevine. So we're like, okay, can you just come and see it for yourself? They're like, oh wow. I remember one time this blogger, Rasta, he met me in Kumasi after one of the shows, Agla comedy show. He was like, oh wow, this is what you guys are doing here. No one is talking about it. He thought, Charlie,
is it a Lombini?
No, not a Lombini.
Okay.
The voice here, thanks. I've forgotten his name, but I'll get it.
Okay.
So then it was his first time experiencing us, and he was like, oh wow, you guys are commanding this numbers here in Kumasi, and it looks like Monya here. So gradually, and through hard work of us the comedians, you know, yeah. I'm going to say, Charlie.
You guys are getting somewhere
yeah.
with it. But is the following limited to Accra, or even when you go to the rest of the regions? Because I know most of you guys do your comedy in English. Your lingua is English.
Yeah.
So sometimes I feel you guys might be limited to Accra.
No. Sammy, we're in Takwa last week.
Yeah,
And it was powerful. It was massive. So at the end there, Obier to coin. I mean, people are out there. They're also the middle class and our target there, you know. And sometimes even our punchlines are in tree, you know. But then the following is not limited to. We've been to Kumasi, Takra Day. We've done Cape Coast before, and Takwa. Yeah, I think we've done Koforidua too during the beginning stages, and the following. It's still there.
Now, still talking about the following outside of Accra, has language been one of the factors you guys are paying attention to? So, for instance, whilst we were growing up, if you hear of Waterproof, you know Waterproof was a comedian.
Yeah.
He was doing tree. So many people could relate to what he was saying. Bobo Kala and the rest of. But you guys are the modern day comedians doing it in English.
Yeah.
Do you sometimes think, okay, what language to use has a way of pushing your work as well?
Language, yes, can push, but then because of the setting and the whole culture of stand-up comedy, you know, I know that it comes with the English. But then what we do is that we blend it. If I can speak Ga very well, I try to put Ga into my
Your lines.
My lines. If I can speak Hausa, I will have to do it just so that I can, you know, meet up to someone who can speak the what do we call it, the English language. So it is not 100% English. It's almost like 80%. English, 20 of the P. Some of the punchlines are in P or Ga or Ewe, depending on the context of the joke I can hear. So language barrier, well, not so huge a problem, but then yes, in a way it has a little bit.
I see. Now we see you guys together often. So if it is Foster Romanus doing it, you see almost everybody there. But initially, we felt there was this kind of competition. You guys were not united and that kind of vibe too. How about that now? Has the story changed?
Oh, I mean, for unity. It depends on your definition for unity. I mean, in every human institution, there are definitely going to be some little qualms here and there. People, you know, little grudge. But then we try as much as possible to look beyond those issues. So the fact that I am not in good terms with you does not mean I shouldn't support your works. So yes, we unimobitim. But then set the collective aim to promote Ghana comedy is there. As for the individual crimes here, we can't prevent it, but we try as much as possible to focus on the goal.
I see. Just as you guys are growing, sometimes we see Charter House and other event bodies. They fly in comedians from outside of Ghana to perform. Are you guys also getting some of these collabs to go elsewhere to go perform, like in Nigeria and the rest of the African countries? Because I know one area that South Africa has been Charter House have been calling their comedians is the East Africa. The Ugandans, Salvador, eh?
Salvador,
I
think Salvador has been the only one
I
know.
I think he's been here more than once.
Yes, Salvador, but most of them are from Nigeria.
From Nigeria.
Brought a couple of South Africans as well. But yes.
Are you guys also getting collabs?
Yes, Obia Ponsa has been to Nigeria. I've been to South Africa.
You have been to South Africa to
South
perform?
Africa.
It was a gig.
Yeah, I actually went to.
Because I know you can travel to your South Africa.
No, I went to participate in what they call the Delphic Comedy Championship. It was a competition organized for 10 African states. So I was a 4th position.
So you represented Ghana?
Yes. Yeah, come on, sir.
No, wait. No. I think then we were not fair. No, then we were not fair.
Oh yeah.
So you represented Ghana in the name of comedy competition.
That's like 2017.
And you placed 4th.
Yeah. Oh, me home. Yeah, you pictures near Ukraine to Facebook near there. I'll be with you guys.
Yes, no, but this is not funny for that.
It was South Africa, Nigeria, Uganda, Kenya, Swaziland, Cote d'Ivoire. There was this lady from Nigeria who won. And then, so it was actually two
So a lady
competitions.
won.
Yeah, it was two competitions. There was the African one and then there was the world one. So the first three from the African qualified to the world one. And so the first three joined others from Colombia, USA, and the, Afrophone to do the final one.
I see. Anyways, Foster is also one of the best MCs around, and I've seen him master so many programs, and trust me, it was so great. Foster, let me ask, what are some of the preparations you do before you take the mic to master any program of its sort?
Okay, so the first thing I do is to understand the program, and then I ask for my target audience. Because it's very important to know what to wear. That's the very first thing. And then now I research about the program and try to get jokes that will, go.
So even if you are going to host a program, not like you're not going there for comedy's sake, you still plan jokes around the show.
I have to make sure that I get some one or two jokes to lighten the place, to fit the program, because I don't want to be the next up. I want to be an MC who is involved with the program so that it's more fun. So I don't go with the idea that I am a comedian. I go with the idea of an entertainer who has come to entertain a certain audience. So yeah, and then I say my prayer and then I go grab the mic. Yeah.
I see. His charges are cool, so next time you can. Next time you can try him for. But would you guys wish that when it comes to the numerous music award schemes you have in Ghana, the event dates, do you guys wish to be participating? Because I know most of these music events, they have eyeballs more than most of the comedy.
I mean, we are like, even the Ghana Music Awards, UK, USA, wherever, even here in Ghana. But I think 3 Music started it, Clemento, and then Obi and Ponsa.
Yeah.
It was fun. Out there, you have comedians come to give monologues, and it's so funny. So it gives it, another feel and another blend. And then Empire Airborne, what do you say? Yeah, I don't just about 20 or 30 comedians who be at least one. Or you can even guard the person and say, we want you to do something like this. Then you can get a director, because during these days, more art director. To guide the person to do what you want. I mean, it's easier like that, and it will make it more fun. So 3 Music Awards, VGMA, Matsia launching Ghana Music Awards, Dubai.
Yeah.
Oh, blimey,
I've heard about that as well. So do you guys get worried sometimes that all the big musical award schemes going on, they don't involve you guys?
Me for one, I get sad. Because sometimes you sit down, you watch it, like, where the thing has gotten to dear, you need something. Something is missing. Like, musicians, now within the year, that's the time to throw them. Enact their things, act like them.
Like on a music awards day, you come and you bring out some of the happenings.
You see, you remember we did something like that at the Day with the Stars, UTV, where we enacted the fight. You get it. So you can have comedians act that out as a surprise. You don't say one category of awards, no, the next thing on stage is this. Or get the comedians to even act like the stars. I mean, Lexi is doing well with
mimicking.
Obi and Ponsa did as president. So let's involve them. There are comic actors all around. Get 1 or 2 of them, put them there, more artistic way in there.
But first, I just asked already. What you are telling me here means that you have the idea already. Have you guys been discussing this? Because the Sadiqs, the Charterhouse, the Regents, I'm sure their doors are widely opened. Are you guys also going to them for discussions?
I have not spoken to anybody about that. But it will be on the board. This is one of the
things that I'm not Ghana industry because no, you are a pro. No, don't look for anybody. Look for the pillars in the schemes. So like 3 Music Awards, maybe you can start talking to Sadiq, you and your people, for Vodafone Ghana Music Awards. You guys can go to Chathouse and talk to any of the guys there. Their PRO, Robert Clark, or even look for Teresa herself. You guys have been dealing with them for the comedy shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Ghana criticism.
Yeah. Because you have you can even put this in a form of a proposal. Present it to them that okay, you guys are doing 30 categories. After every 10 category, give us some 5 minutes to enact some of the happenings of our musicians. You've been doing your thing all the time.
I don't go there then. You see your shoe. So I want 50%.
That's not serious. Anyway, so let's come to the agenda of the day. And the agenda of the day is to premiere his latest song here on Base One TV on the Sammy Flex show. And I can promise you that this is a project that here at Base One TV we're going to support Foster to make sure he achieves whatever objective he's looking for. But Foster, before we came on, they played a song called Never Life Goes On. We can say that was dancehall.
Yeah,
reggae and dancehall. Okay, so then why were you doing reggae and dancehall and now you are telling us you are doing gospel?
Sammy, I'm not saying I'm doing.
Say it well.
I'm not saying I'm not doing reggae dancehall. Reggae dancehall is in gospel. So what I say, yeah. So the reggae is one genre that cuts across. So I can do gospel and still do reggae dancehall in it. I can do secular music and do reggae dancehall. So for the reggae dear, me a dancehall comedian. It's one of my, I love dancehall reggae. So definitely I'm going to But then, you know, music comes to you as and when. And this music came at a time when I was actually, you know, low in life. I wanted to ask God questions. What's up with me? Where like, what's my aim in life? Because I thought that I was me drifting kakra. So in my bid to pray, I started tapping my feet and saying the lyrics in the song. In the name of Jesus, His glory will be revealed. And I ended up dancing to the song.
Even before you recorded it?
Yeah. So that's how come I knew that, this is the way to go. And music has been part of me even before comedy. And through prayer, meditation, it keeps coming back. So it was like, Charlie, let's just take it up and then add it, because there is in you. It's a talent God has given you. But for me, I believe in exhausting all the talent you have. It's not about money. It's about making sure at the end of the day, whatever you have in you, will be our experience. And that's why we are here today.
I see. So you are telling us that now that we are listening to gospel, then we listen to raga, reggae, or dancehall. The next thing too could be different. Is that what you want to say?
It will be different, but still in the gospel line.
Okay,
I mean, you know, one thing about this thing here. I, for one, I'm someone who says that gospel has not been defined well. Songs that has Christ in it is actually called a spiritual song. But when you read the Bible, Bible categorizes the songs. In Colossians, he talks about
First time.
You know, when we talk about spiritual songs, we talk about hymns, we talk about psalms. There's no gospel. But then when you're talking about good news and words that are encouraging, words that come to build up, it is called the gospel. So then when John wrote, it becomes a gospel according to John, because that is his encounter, or whatever you want to call it. So gospel goes with the word, what the content of the song. But then it becomes spiritual when you're exalting God, when you're praising God, and the name Jesus is mentioned in it. So that is why those who are in that, they are called ministers or ministers, because then it's a ministration. But then if it becomes a song that you're using to advise, to build up, all the Akosi Japan, all those can be termed as gospel. But your definition is
I see. But it is also clear from listening to you that you might not go back to then kind of lyrics anymore. Now your lyrics are going to be Christ and
inspirational
Bible. Which is inspirational.
Life goes on. I have one that calls things are getting harder, but then one day it shall be well. So I love to inspire myself. I love to inspire people around me. So go to one hour boss now okay cancel yeah. So the inspirational will come, the worships will come, and
so when you see a headline like, "Oh, Foster Romanus has now found Christ," what would be your response to that?
I would say that's not true. It's not I have now found Christ. I knew Christ.
Okay.
But I am now not. I'm trying to also expand it now. People should know that I know Christ. And yes, me person be who send me a spiritual and be there, but me fancy, and I'm not hitting that all the while. I must me hear these things, and I always let people know that maybe this is my affiliation. So it's not like a certain cloud to be, or I want to make money when it do.
So would you still be performing jai shit, nano my petition?
Oh, if it's in my script, I'll do it.
Okay. But some characters or some behaviors have changed now.
Yes. I know the. So
including what?
Shout out Sammy. No. Oh, I mean,
including what? What are those behaviors that have changed?
To understand life much more, and by those times, I used to sing in church. Okay. I used to do worship in church, but I did it because it was church. No one was doing it, and now we are a mouth fans, a mouth honey idea. But now, who gonna say no? You owe the master your all. So if you are saying you're a Christian, you need to show yourself as a Christian. And now we are trying to be perfect as a Christian, but not to say that we are spiritual. So no more now is I am more matured. Okay. How we approach stuff, how we talk about stuff, our prayer life. Yeah, the idea now is growing. Yeah.
Let's talk about this to inspire the next guy watching us. You said you were in your down moment. What really were you seeing, or what were you suffering? That's why you said you were in your down moment. Because I know someone watching you on TV will say, Foster now did with TV, so you still have your program on ETV. Yeah. You still have your program. You are doing this, you are doing that. If you say you were in your down moments, or no, I only start so
sometimes you will be doing something, but you don't get any satisfaction from the thing, regardless how much it comes with, or what it comes with, or how much you get from doing it. Ufili said, there's something you have to do, like how our big guys who started Theater Comedy, they did it not because they wanted money. It was like, Charlie, the joy of it. We go on stage and we act, and Yama is cry and fire. We are so excited. At the end of the day, someone is happy that I performed. So at that point I was like, okay, first thing I say we'll call this platform Night of 1,000 Laughs. I didn't know the biggest platform. I've done it. Makoa back to back. I think I'm the longest running what do we call it? MC on that show. I've done Glow, done this, done that. So like it's like okay, then boom. But I feel I'm empty. There's something that I feel like I should be doing, or there should be a level B or something. That was where I was like. To fulfill purpose. What's my purpose? Is it comedy? Then I know that okay, this is my dry moment in comedy. So or me and Kasano, that's one of the things I always ask myself.
Were you depressed?
I wouldn't say I was depressed, but I was confused. Yeah, I was confused. Like I said, I know I have to do something, but I don't know what I have to do. And I feel like I can do more, but I'm not doing more. What is the more that is needed to be done? And I think what's going now? Oh, shit, TV and yet there. What show? Why comedy show?
Still, you are not happy.
But then. As I realized and said, me call sorry be communist. From my worship, me praise, me Pia. Wow, I feel so good. So then I started, doing it more. I know we have for come minister at my church. You go, you finish. Oh, then I realized that okay, there is another area that I
see. So I like the final thing you just said. So what it means that now you find fulfillment doing the work of God done. Doing the other side.
Yeah.
I see. Then in the next moment, we will hear that Foster Romanus is a pastor preaching.
I mean, I'm preaching now.
No, because you are telling us you find fulfillment in doing the work of God. You go to the church, and that is where you feel satisfied. Your soul is happy. Even if they don't give you anything, I'm sure you go. You don't even charge.
No, I don't even
exactly what I'm talking about. So now you are going the ministry way, the pastoral way, kind of.
No, not pastoral. Ministry, yes, but pastoral, no. I want to say, you're confusing him a bit. You can be like you are doing now. You can still be your presenter and still do the things of God. But then it will be up to a limit because probably you are to support, you're not to lead. But what they mention as in hand. If you are all stronger in here to be in front of the camera and do it, but as part of helping the work of God, we are called to support. Obviously, so be leading the work of God and support will be on also like maybe like you for instance. So that is when you will know that okay, this is my strong call, and then this is the areas to support. Sometimes God brings these platforms as a stepping stone to get you to where He wants you to get to. And
I see. So does it mean you are likely to decline some things? For instance, we're going to have our reggae and dance hall show at the beach, where boys will be there to do their things. Would you still like to host such a show?
Oh, I'll host it.
And would you get that self-fulfillment?
It's my job. That's my career.
Because earlier you said you were doing those things, you were not happy. But when you do it in the church or when you do it the Christ way,
so the fulfillment is for the work of God. And then the emptying is for the money in the pocket. So there's a profession.
Okay.
And then there is the ministry. It's just like saying, I'm doing CSR. See, me say, oh, more gift as a worshipper, as a minister, I'll worship. I'll come. I'd say me actor, so I might say me active beam, and I'm a doctor. Me call up and be man. Exactly. So what I do to get my daily bread, I'll do it. But what I do to project the work of God, I also do. I see.
I'm scared that the time will come, music will take a better part of you than comedy.
If it does well, to God be the glory. But comedy, they mean jive. I can't stop comedy. Comedy will be part of everything that I'll do because that's my first. And then idea will be here, so I can't deny the people who follow me because of comedy. No. And then even if I'm doing music, there will be an aspect of comedy.
Has your project with MTN ended?
MTN is for life. For life is for life. I mean, MTN is one brand that. Even when I wasn't like,
very top,
people thought I had been signed, and it helped me a lot. And it's one brand that a bed said, though when other jobs come,
other jobs can be killing.
But I mean, I'm not signed to MTN. I just do projects for them. So when they need me as an MC, I go to do my work as an MC. I'm not signed as a brand influencer or brand ambassador to that. No.
And it's just for some specific projects.
Yes, when they need
you go deliver them and you are gone. Okay, Foster is saying he's giving you guys assurance that it's not as if he'll not do his things anymore. He's not stopped. In fact, he's not even paused. He's still doing it. He's only adding this as an additional spice. That is all that he's doing for you. And I'm sure when he listens to the song or when he even watches the video, the fulfillment comes. Charlie, everybody needs fulfillment. Because that is not what his spirit wants to do. So I somehow kind of agree with him. But other guys, maybe they also have their own set of questions for Foster Romanus. But I'll also give you the chance to call in. So just wait for me in about 10-5 minutes. We will be giving you some time to also call in to ask your own question if you have one. If you also want to encourage Foster Romanus to continue to do more, or if you even want to tell him not to do this kind of thing again, you feel free, and let's have a combo. Question, contribution to Foster. I read the story from your website, that is Showbiz Channel, last night about what he did. Yeah.
Supporting the elbow.
No, I know. Support your own. Support your own. I read the story from his channel.
I think the comedians they've really come far. On my idea,
the conversation. Charlie, I was really enjoying the conversation.
Yeah, I know.
I wish I could sit down.
I also enjoyed it.
Yeah, the conversation was very lively, and I like the fact that baby Omabi Drew. No, it's been long. Charlie, my first, it was about them fighting for their own stage because other people had invaded their stage, and they've been able to fight to claim their stages. Now it is about people calling them. Them also invading other people's stages, which is why Obi and Ponsa, Waris, and everybody had to travel to Nigeria. Recently, over the weekend, Jacinta was also in London to perform at, I think, Leicester Theatre City Auditorium or so.
I see.
Yes, and it was a South African comedian who invited him.
Really?
So, yes, and it was very big. She really had a very good day. So you can imagine this is good for Ghana comedy. This is good for Ghana comedy, and the fact that, and I like the fact that they are also not sticking at one place like the Accra-based musicians. If I should compare them to, because most of the Accra
to punch.
Oh, when you punch,
Accra-based.
No,
we Accra-based. Accra, there are lots of them.
Makasio have feeling over 4,000 auditorium.
5,000.
See, I am a ritual, but we have comedians in Accra, especially, who are touring Takwa, Sunyan, and other regions. Go and see.
And a place like Takwa would not be that place you think might even be their choice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Go and see the kind of numbers they command. Even their first major event in Kumasi was mind blowing.
I was saying that, Mama, because I'm going to come from.
Serious.
Sammy, you make sure who's that.
Sorry, now my partner say. Sammy, make sure we. I'm sure we are the I know, right?
That's all part. That's a man.
Bajo. Manu ne fun me. Ba manu e basa ba man kan ye kra. Na kuma si de men na kan wa. O ti kokko so group. Da bi de manu e Ghana for mo panche me.
So I think somewhere there because they are also touring other parts of the country, which is very good. At least someone to me say omunim say tangents no more now. It is different from music or the musicians, what the musicians are doing. So it is, and we are all competing for the same number of people or audience. So it's about strategy now. Ube use their capture, and I like where they've chosen because some more called region by regional. First for concerts and amount for but it's a concert, it was still the same thing.
Yeah.
I said Zion Queen and baby, and that is what they are doing, and they so far so good. For the music career, I was not surprised when I saw Romanus release a gospel song because I have followed him for some time and I know what he can do when he holds the mic, especially when it comes to church activities or Christian stuff.
Is it not purposeful?
Oh no, because I have seen him worship before. Man, saw he worship that, and Charlie, it was serious. It was serious, and yeah, and it means so na men kakra. I think says Okase or yet or target as the nation's worshiper. Go for very
David.
Shut up.
Brother Sammy will hunt us here.
I'm paying for
So in your estimation, you think Foster Romanus
5 years time?
No, in your estimation, you think Foster Romanus is one of the best worshippers around?
I tell you,
really,
you need to see him hold the mic.
Wow,
doing worship. Me say Okase or target who as the nation's worshiper. Pano Okase or Machito to with some of the people in the gospel fraternity or move from worshippers. Some of them will retire.
So you go.
In front of them in your home.
So you go.
Oh yes. So with this one, we cry even the comfortable like we put him out of the comfort zone. This one is even out of his comfort zone. I mean, I feel it's a stronghold partner when it comes to worship, and he's good at that. So I will just.
First, do you have some worship videos on your YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Oh, you have some of them there. What's the Foster Romanus there? Yeah. Okay, so the best challenge we can put to ourselves is to go online to YouTube to check out what Roland is saying. Maybe we can confirm from the YouTube channel some of the wonderful worship sessions he's done there. Then we can also agree with Roland that he will be called the nation's worshiper one day. Until then, Pacho.
There's one thing that I want to add. You know, music is a serious business.
and whoever comes into it, now we entreat everybody to take it as a product and a business. And just like now we have comedians, stand-up comedians that are taking their, aside almost performing in auditoriums, they are taking their works online to also boost sales and make money up there. Whereby we check some of these international gigs are comedians, but most of them shows are on online streaming platforms. Aside YouTube, they are still making that. Internet say, what try of venture into serious music business. I will just urge him to add that business aspect to the craft. Now, say just because I have passion, probably you have the passion for it. Oh yeah, man for fulfillment, but then after fulfillment, man for chop.
Yeah.
Tell no very beach soon, my MC.
All right. Okay. See, yes, someone else that come through.
Sammy. I really enjoyed the interview.
The convo,
So
yeah.
I really enjoyed
I
it.
see.
We should be interview pa.
Yeah.
As a tournament, as a presenter to work.
He touched on one thing I believe, say, any association and as an industry should consider that betting more building. You know, you asked about the unity among them, and I believe said the goal was not just to be united. Ghana for the no. Oh, money unity, money way in casa, way in yard for that kind of thing. No, the agenda is there. Let's fight for Ghana comedy. Whether me know you free, me fro, we say when it comes to Ghana comedy, we are one. We push for one thing.
Agenda.
That is something that I really admire about Omo kind of group. It's not about friendship. It's about the business.
Yeah. If someone says, I'll say the fact that I work with you doesn't mean you are my friend.
Yes.
We are work colleagues.
Yes.
I know you, you also know me, but you are not my friend.
Yes, and that is one thing I hire in film industry. No? We should have an agenda and fight for. But it's a film for Kabia, yendo. I saw them crowd. I don't know. Let's fight for the business. And also, I'm really happy for him. Because way back in on campus, is one person I really knew. Say he will get there. Kobirana and
What's that guy? Also, my boy coming.
You see,
at the way back is no,
you see,
Sammy was the most high.
no, Sammy.
What's it the most high?
Your Highness.
You see,
okay.
baby, I make.
I Kennedy Japan said that Ajuna sorry, no, most high.
Ni papa na Ajuna Kennedy kana sem na yes asofo na. The mate now corn on. But you see, now you are not really talking about that. I think of why I confused. But as someone can say, you see, some time ago, now we are product of school of performing art. Now, I say, I call Dondology. But now, recently, we check the space now. It's as if say we are all over, and mama nije. To see somebody like him, when they all calling him with the comedy and then also doing the music, and of course, share comedian like Akororo. He is a nice
singer.
The gospel song, yeah.
Oh, sir.
Yeah.
Apollo.
I tell you.
Really?
I tell you.
I've never seen that.
I was just. He has a song like
Apollo.
Yes. And you know, with him doing Adie Bema Neni life is all about fulfilling you yourself first. And sana akobi ono. He say oye krana when yes ka woman Bema Neni at the end of the day or no.
I agree.
Yeah, and you know, Charlie, all the best, and I believe say.
His glorious.
EP. Until July, you may launch EP, no.
Oh, okay.
And in Christ related.
Yeah.
Into next year music awards.
Okay, I'm coming. All right, so I'll still come back to them to listen to them finally, but phone lines are now active. Our producers will display the number on the screen now, so you can also call to be part of what we are doing. When you call, please lower the volume on your TV set. When you call, lower the volume on your TV set. Let's talk on the phone. When you call me, let's talk on the phone. Forget about everything. Let's talk on the phone. We can now get back on the phones and we will continue with the convo. Yeah, Ro, now pursue Bisa Bibi whilst I wait for the calls.
Now, Bisa said next year music awards. What are his expectations? Because last year I released the one that we played.
Live goes. Yeah, I think a year.
Yeah.
Right, you want him to be nominated for?
Of course, if the music does well.
Oh, that one I didn't promote. That one. That one was like to test the waters.
But this one that you are heavily promoting.
We said it's to start. So I would say this will be my official, and this is part of my. It's a full EP. So then by mid-year I will launch it and launch.
Yes, even after launching, if the music is doing well, definitely you are going to compete. When nominations open, you are going to submit your nomination. Because I checked on YouTube yesterday, and I think 3 days after release or so, it was doing about 20.
All right, I'll come back to you. First, don't you think now that you are thinking lyrics, you're also going to go low on punchlines in your comedy or your jokes? Because at this stage, I'm sure, you are thinking about your EP, you are thinking about the next hit song. Would you still get the same concentration in penning your punchlines?
Oh, Sammy, I think I'm even happy this came because now it will keep me more on my toes. Because then I have to make sure that I live up to expectation. Because now that's what everybody's asking. How do you blend the two? Are you going to be able to, match up the two? Yes, it's the music. I don't sit down to write say metro and then metro. No, it's as and when it comes to me, and then I write it. Then I talk to whoever or whichever producer of the idea.
All right. Hello. Good afternoon. Okay, they are still having issues. Okay. Oh, I see. You are going to have your show again this year, I guess.
Yes, Incomplete will come.
In December.
Yeah.
Okay. Most of the shows are in December. Most of you guys, your shows are in December.
Yeah, well, I don't know why, but for me, mine came at a time when we had gone to the National Theatre. We wanted to, and that was, I think, the available data okay then was that. So once we picked it up and then we were able to successfully
come through your last question.
Yeah.
Let's run away.
Me, I just wish on quitting because as a talent, and you see Ghana Hanayana you way say when there are a lot of people may are multi-talented. Oh yeah, and he happens to be one of them. There shouldn't be anything that will say and conform say and conform we seen it in America and when conform a lot of things.
Yeah. All right. Foster is here. What do you want to tell him, or what question do you have for him?
Are you a comedian or a musician?
This is a good question. This is a good question I want to ask.
You want to take everything from?
Oh, so I am a comedian and a musician.
So commission.
It's a commission.
So now they said they call me an entertainer.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
So now, yeah. I'll take the entertainer.
Okay, I'm sure Ifya will be satisfied with this. So you are an entertainer. So you want someone to call you an entertainer.
Yeah, I mean, if you are if you don't want to call me, don't know whether to call me a musician
or a comedian,
just call me an
entertainer.
And you see, that was the same thing that I was talking about. It's like you who be bisana, then people will start asking questions and all that. If you love his crafter, just support him because talent in the obi o one man you be a whole package of industry or industry on its own.
Yeah.
And you know, say idea or near let the fans support and not say oh you're musician or you're music. How do you describe a musician? When watching this beautiful video and it clearly shows that he's not joking.
He's into serious
He's
business.
into serious business.
I see. Okay, Foster, your final words and let them know your next project. No, not the next project, where they can even stream this. And again, like you said, if you are a church leader and you are watching us now, this is an opportunity for you to call Foster to become a minister in your church. It is very flexible. He's not like... Okay, there is another gospel artist in Nigeria doing so. I've forgotten his name.
Kenny Black.
No, not Kenny Black. As in, he's doing, call him to come and perform. He's not putting Nathaniel Bassi. Yeah, I think Nathaniel Bassi. And I'm sure Nyame Beshramo. First, let's hear from you. Yeah.
So thank you very much for having me. Yes, I mean, big thank you to you for the support. ODSF from day one.
I know.
The boy, make yourself available. And then to Roland and then Samira start here. And then movie freak. I didn't play. 2 days in were really review of
movie freak.
Totally. But thank you very much to Facebook Jata and your team, and then also Ghana for thank you very much. It's on YouTube, Foster Romanus, and then all streaming platforms, Deezer, Audiomack. I think I checked Spotify. Spotify is almost like 5K or 10K.
Oh wow!
And then
just
YouTube,
about 1 week.
They do I think 5 days because it's 6
4
days.
days.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
The
great.
YouTube is like 20 something.
21K.
Yeah.
And streams man they start about Obejai music. Streams man they start about Obejai comedy.
But they say no, the best show ni. Some say uba incomplete. Now we say the incomplete takes a lot of money. So we need money to push the incomplete.
Okay.
Yeah, the best supporting side and side.
I saw you go. All right, guys, thank you so much, Foster Romanus.